Welcome everyone. This is Bismi Palati on 88.9 FM. I'm so excited today. We have two wonderful guests here and talking about a great story, talking about lives, talking about how the South Asian world can get benefited from a wonderful research program these people actually started. I'm so grateful to be part of this because I just received my graduation ceremony from Federation University, and these wonderful people are from Federation University. So let me introduce this wonderful guest to my show called Dominus Nissi. So welcome, Saleha. Can we introduce you and then please tell your name and then where you're coming from and what are you doing?
First of all, thank you so much for inviting us, Bismi. And it's a great honor and pleasure to be here and to
Mhm.
speak about the topic
Yep.
that we are working on and to tell people what we are working
Yeah.
on and why we are working on that one. What's the benefit of that one?
Mm.
Before that, as you said, that I should introduce myself.
Yes, please.
Um, so, yeah, that's something difficult part, but yes, as you know, that for everyone else, I would like to tell that I am Saleha Nadeem.
Mhm.
I'm an educationist, a
Mhm.
researcher, a social worker. And most importantly, I'm a South Asian woman
Yeah.
who has like spent more than 16 years
Mhm.
of working in education sector in different capacities.
Mhm.
Overseas, I was a lecturer, and in Australia, I was working in the higher education as academic coordinator,
Mhm.
as a learning support officer, as a librarian also. And right now, I'm doing my PhD in different South Asian communities, how they are navigating support services for their
Mhm.
autistic children, and what are the issues they are facing. That is like the basic focus. And Other than that, I'm also doing a project for which I'm here.
Mhm.
That is like Federation University's accelerator program for regional Victoria.
Uh-huh.
And in that program, we participated just to give a boost to this project because this project is very dear to me. There is My own positionality also lies into that one with me.
Mhm.
You know that I am, as I mentioned, that I am a South Asian immigrant woman, but I have like an autistic child.
Mhm.
So I'm a mother of autistic child, and I know that how being an immigrant, not at all familiar with the NDIS, with the support system, with the autism early education, uh, and how to give support to your child.
Yeah.
That early support, that
Yeah.
is very important.
Yeah.
So after going through all that one, I realized that there should be one platform that provides all the information. Like the language barrier should also be overcome through
Mhm.
that platform, cultural barrier, and there are stigma issues also related to that one. So being like a part of that thing,
Mhm.
I think that I can relate to the people who are going through that one in a very close way,
Close, yeah.
and I can feel
And
their
then
pain.
you have that, yeah, you have your own pain through the same cycles. Yeah.
Yes, so I'm living with that one.
Yeah.
It's my lived experience, so I can
Mhm.
say that every day when I wake up, I know
Mm.
what are the challenges that I have to face. So if like I'm just adding my share by making a platform where things are available,
Mhm.
all like the barriers that the
Mhm.
South Asian immigrant communities they are facing, they are available. The solution of all that one is available through one platform.
Yeah.
It was not available at that
Mhm.
time, and I thought that I should step into that one. Why not me? So
Mm.
I took that initiative,
Yep.
and that is the reason of my PhD. That is the reason of my project. This project is very near and dear to me. It is my
Mhm.
life, you can say so.
Thank you. So, how about you? What is your involvement in here? I can see that she is so passionate. And then, how about your story?
Uh, First of all, my name is Nabil Siddiqui, and I have been a PhD candidate at Federation University,
Mm-hmm.
focusing on AI and cybersecurity. And when I have been introduced with Sahara project, I've been really intrigued with the idea and something that can change people's life.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that this is my opportunity to give something back to the community, kids and the families though who have been going through this pain. How we can make sure that we can make this easy for them,
Yeah.
something that is measurable for them, something where they see the progress,
Correct.
somewhere where they can see the light.
Mm.
So I got involved in this one, and every day I have been motivated
Mm-hmm.
by Soleha and her passion for this.
Thank you so very much for that.
I can see that, I'm so excited to be part of this discussion is that I'm also in the path of identifying or researching and finding more about single parenting because that's what's so close to my heart and that's what I'm leaving. So I can clearly see that her passion is coming from her own life. And because the day that's starting in her life, she doesn't know sometimes what can be the day ending up with a special need child at home, and I can see a tiny glimpse of that with a disabled child in my family as well. So let me ask her why she wanted to put this impact into that community, and especially that South Asian women of color. I love that. So tell me about that. When you heard about this project in Federation University, and then you picked it up because you have that special, special connection to
Yeah.
that cause. And how did you start connecting to that cause and working on this project?
Yes, that's the question that most of the people they ask
Mm.
me. As I mentioned that one in my introduction also,
Okay.
when I was mentioning my positionality,
Yeah.
so that why I chose that particular topic related to disability and community
Yeah.
for my PhD, and why I'm doing this project that is actually platform provided by Federation University, for which I'm thankful, because I myself have gone through that thing.
Mm.
Um, I mentioned that it's a lived experience, and I believe that knowledge is impersonal and
Mhm.
experience is personal.
Yeah.
So, what is something that you say that this is personal? That is your first-hand knowledge,
Yeah.
and whatever is your first-hand knowledge, you can't say that there is a fault in it, or there is a mistake in it, or I have not learned this thing in a proper way, or I have not gone through that thing, or my preparation is not very good one. Maybe my way of expression is not as perfect as people they expect,
Mm.
but my work on that one is basically focusing on the problems, on the issues that the South Asian families they are facing.
Mm-hmm.
Why I chose South Asian families? Because I myself belong to
Consist.
South
Yeah.
Asian family, immigrant family.
Yeah.
Why immigrant families? Because when they move from different part of the world, they are not very well familiar with that country in which they are
Mm.
moving. Um, they're just familiar with the general things, but
Mm.
they don't know what will happen to them in the next
Correct.
phase of life. That thing is the most important one, because here lies the challenge.
Mm.
If like there is some thing that is not usual one, normal routine one,
Mm.
then the problem, we can say that then there is a problem. Suppose when I moved to Australia after giving birth to a child, after 2.5 years, I came to know that my son
Mm.
has some special needs, and he is on spectrum.
Mm.
At that time, I was not very well aware of that thing.
Yeah.
So then I struggled a lot for about 2.5 years
Mm.
for that thing. And that 2.5 years, when I say, uh, I'm saying it in a very, it appears to someone that
It's
it's
easy for
very
you.
easy,
Yeah.
that like just 2.5 years.
Yeah.
But it appeared to me at that time that like life has come to an end to me.
Yeah, and the
And
first mother,
be,
becoming that mother, and then in a new country and new language, new traditions, and then you don't know what is happening
what
with
is
your
happening?
child. Yeah.
And your love for your child, that is not questionable,
Yeah.
but your knowledge, your up to date knowledge,
Mm.
because he is your child, and your up to date knowledge will
Mm.
help the child a
Yeah.
lot. That is like the thing that was like motivating me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I realized that there are so many other people also,
Yes.
they are also facing the same thing,
Mm.
so why not me?
Yeah, I think the South Asian people picking up that us from our tradition, we are not ready to say that my kid has a trouble. We always hide that because it's a status quo, first of all,
It's a
and
stigma issue.
and it's a stigma as well. And
Label.
people will say that it's something related to you or your parents. And
Mm.
back in Christian world, it is part of your sins that what they
Sin.
have
Yeah.
done. That's what came to your children. So how did you manage that stigma by yourself?
I mentioned that that I when I started this, I launched this program,
Mm-hmm.
this project, working on that project in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I participated in CSIRO's On Prime,
Mm-hmm.
and I won like a cash prize for
Yeah.
this project also. Uh, but at that time, I interviewed 84 South Asian immigrant families.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the support workers were also included in that one, and
Mm-hmm.
some speech therapists and occupational therapists were also involved in that one,
Mm-hmm.
just to triangulate what the South Asian immigrant parents of autistic children they are saying, and what is the stance of the speech and occupational therapist and other like health providers
Mm-hmm.
and the support workers. And I came to know
Mm-hmm.
that yes, there are language barriers,
Yeah.
there are cultural barriers,
Mm-hmm.
and there are stigma barriers.
Mm-hmm.
People are afraid to label. They think that like they are labeling their child, especially the
Mm.
girls,
Yeah.
and then their future will be at stake.
Yeah.
And other than that, as you mentioned, not only in Christianity, in different other religions
Religion. Yeah.
in South Asian communities, I have observed that people they themselves were saying that like maybe people they are ashamed of this thing, that other like people in their community will talk about this thing, that this is the result of our own sin,
Yeah.
or in the stigma way, in that way also, that some people say that it is not neurodevelopmental disorder. It
Mm.
is like some like your own evil deeds or
Yeah. Evil.
things like that. So again, like parents are made feel in that way that they should be ashamed of this thing,
Mm.
so they want to hide
Hide
all
those
that thing.
ones. Yeah.
So in
Yeah.
order to open it up, in order to provide the support services to their child, so that the thing is that it's not that if you're providing support services, if
Mm.
you're very well aware of all the support system available to the south to the
Yeah. To this.
children in on spectrum
Mm.
available, it doesn't mean that the child will be out of like that
Mm.
neurodevelopmental disorder. It means that the child can lead the independent life.
Mm.
This is
Yeah.
what I am
Because
working on.
I think giving that respect to that child's life, that's what I feel.
Respect also, Bismi, and
Mm.
one more thing.
Mm.
Um, if like you have one child
Mm.
in your family that is on spectrum,
Mm.
the whole family will be affected.
Yeah. That's true.
Those who face this thing, they know that
Mm.
how it is affected.
Mm.
Your program will be too
Yeah.
long. Otherwise, like I
Yeah.
would love to talk
Yeah, and
about
I
that.
think that is true because it's not just that child, it's like mother and then siblings, the way that they interact, the way that you going out with other people and your, like, vacations, everything is challenging, right?
Like if the child has other siblings, the
Mm.
siblings will feel that this child is given, like the one who's on spectrum,
Priority. Yeah.
more attention than
Yeah.
them. So like they will become rebellious, or
Yes.
they will try to find attention or seek attention in different ways,
Mm.
which is not appropriate.
Correct.
um, Maybe they'll not focus on their studies, or like their behavior
Mm.
issues will come up. So other than that, the parents,
Mm.
but I was like a full-time
Mother.
working mother. But because of my son, when I saw that he is struggling in life, in the schooling
Mm.
and during the transitioning, I left the job,
Mm.
just because of this reason, that I he needs more support.
No
So
time. Yeah.
my support will give him that confidence.
Mm. Mm.
um, so the life will be affected.
Yeah.
And again, one of the family member
Mm-hmm.
has to sacrifice that one, like either the father or the mother.
Mm.
Other than that, um, Why like only South Asian families? No, not only South Asian families. This is like I can relate to. So
Yeah,
it
so
was
that's your
easy to work
area.
on that
Yeah.
one. Afterwards, I have a plan to work to make it like more like a national
Yes.
at national level, and
Mhm.
we'll take it to Queensland
Yep.
and other states. And after that, like we have a plan to move it towards at the international
International.
level
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
because to bring awareness is
Is
very
important.
important,
Yeah.
to provide
So,
support.
Saleha, tell us what is Sahara and then what are you trying to resolve? And then I heard some of AI connection from your side as well. So, if tell us about it. I love the name Sahara.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. First of all, yes, Sahara is a multilingual autism support platform built specifically for South Asian families
Mhm.
in Australia.
Yeah.
The problem we are solving is very real and very
Mhm.
specific.
Mm.
As I mentioned in my
Yeah.
previous talk, also. So, right now, if you're a South Asian parent, someone who speaks Hindi, Urdu,
Mhm.
Bengali, Sanahalese, Tamil,
Mhm.
and your child is diagnosed with autism,
Mhm.
almost all the support available in Australia is in English,
Yes.
but in Sahara, that is the mobile app that we have made, it is translated in your own language.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you speak Hindi, it will be available in Hindi.
Hindi.
If
Okay.
you speak Urdu, it will be available in Urdu.
Okay.
So that is like the first point, language barrier.
So yeah, so if you are actually hearing me, I think this is the one wonderful thing that you should be checking. If you know anybody or any family members and friends that going through this particular special need, and if you think that language is a barrier, this is one of the area that you should be connecting. You should be connecting with the Saleha and then Sahara. Look at that name connecting. Okay, then what's the next one?
So, on top of that, in many South Asian communities, autism is still deeply misunderstood, as
Mm,
we like just mentioned,
mhm,
and there is a lot of shame
mm,
and stigma
yeah.
around it that stops families from even seeking help. So,
Yes.
Sahara removes those three barriers like
Mm-hmm.
language, culture, and stigma.
Fantastic.
So, in one platform, because like that app, Sahara, is a mobile app that is not only going to provide you the information in your language,
Mm-hmm.
it will also give you your cultural
Mm-hmm.
relation to that one.
Mm-hmm.
And thirdly, there is like you can't feel that, oh, there will be any stigma issue or people will be talking about that one. No, there will be nothing of that type.
Mm-hmm.
So we have like removed that thing, and you will have like the community,
Yeah.
your own people, you will see that they are available over there.
Mm.
So I think so that in
So I
that way,
think you will get your own community in your own language, and then you can talk about that through this app, right?
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
And then what is you shared about your personal story and then why you built this? Like, there are lots of autism supports in Australia. We are so fortunate about that. But why, other than this language, why Sahara is different? Can you share a bit more about that?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question, Bismi. Because on the surface, it might seem like this space is already covered.
Mm,
But when you look closely, no existing platform does all three things
mhm,
that our families need. Autism
mhm,
Australia, like if I talk about like this one, they're doing wonderful job.
mhm,
But still, like every each and every content, each
mhm.
and every part of like the content is in English.
Oh yeah.
So the language barrier. If we talk in
Mm,
terms of South Asian immigrant communities, and there are like bilingual health apps also available, but they are generic medical
mm,
translation tools. They do not understand South Asian family dynamics,
mm,
stigma that we talked about, or how autism is perceived in these communities.
mm.
And right now, most South Asian families get their information through word of mouth,
Mouth, yeah.
which is community validated
Mm-hmm.
but unreliable and often carries misinformation.
Mm,
So, Sahara is the only platform combining multilingual content,
mm-hmm.
culturally
Okay.
embedded guidance,
Yep,
community voices,
yep.
evidence based pathways, and
Mm-hmm.
NDIS navigation,
Mm.
all in one place.
One
So,
second.
no competitor does all five.
Okay. So you have a different connectivity to the whole community and the support system. You mentioned that NDIS, and we know that especially in Wyndham, NDIS is a bit of like a hot topic because lots of NDIS providers are getting impacted with the latest auditing and then issues that they're misusing the fund.
Yes.
And then I heard that they are wrongly diagnosing their kids with different, sickness and including autism. So you mentioned that it's connected to NDIS. Can you give us an idea how Sahara is connected to NDIS, or tell us if I have an NDIS whether I'll get Sahara. So what is that connection between Sahara and NDIS?
Yeah, the connection. But before that, I would
Mm-hmm.
like to clear one thing.
Mm-hmm.
As you mentioned, yes, in this project, and when we talk about the disability services, NDIS, we need honest people.
Mm.
Because uh, it's not like a project that is based on money or materialistic
Mm.
gains. It is something based on the support,
Mm.
on the morality, on the values,
Yeah.
which are decaying. Yes, we
Mm.
know that, but someone has to work on that one.
Yeah.
Now I come to your question.
Mm.
Yes, the NDIS, the National Disability Insurance Scheme, is Australia's government funded support system for people with disabilities,
Mm-hmm.
including autism, which is wonderful. So, families who grew up in Australia, it is already complex and overwhelming.
Mm.
And for a first generation South Asian immigrant
Yeah.
who does not speak English fluently, has never heard of the NDIS
Mm-hmm.
before arriving here, and
Yeah.
comes from a country where this like kind of government
Mm.
support simply does not exist.
Mm.
So it is complex. And completely impenetrable for them.
Mm.
So there are like forms, assessment, sports, report type of things, and
Mm.
funding categories, and it all assumes you already
Mhm.
understand the system.
Mm.
But Sahara's NDIS navigator breaks it all down into plain language,
Mhm.
step by step,
Yeah.
in the family's own language.
Mhm.
We are not just translating all like those long lengthy PDFs or
PDFs.
words. We are translating the entire concept of how the Australian disability system works.
Yeah. So I think I just going to live because I want people to know more about it. So if you are listening to me on radio, I'm going to live on Facebook because I'm talking about a wonderful tool for any South Asian family can use if you have a child or a family member who is having autism or any special needs. What is happening here is that we are with Saleha talking about Sahara, and then we have a AI specialist next to it. They both are the PhD candidates from Federation University, and they're talking about a project that they're passionate about it because it is close to their heart. And they are making an amazing change in the community by connecting the NDIS rules and regulations into a tool that can be read and that can be digested in their own language, especially in the South Asian community languages. So that's what we are hearing through this wonderful conversation with Saleha. So I'm coming back to a question about the Sahara and figuring out what is Sahara's current stage and what is the future plan. So tell us about it. What can be Saleha in next 5 years, or what is it now?
Uh, so, as we mentioned, the
Yeah.
Sahara is a mobile app,
Yeah.
and this app is a multilingual app.
Mm-hmm.
Um Obviously, after the success of this project, it all depends upon how we will receive the response from the customers, and our customers are the South Asian immigrant families.
Mm-hmm.
After that one, we'll be able to uh, make a plan. But if I talk about the general plan that we have,
Mm-hmm.
as I mentioned, yes, we want to make it further advance, make it like further advance in that way that all like the communities,
Mm-hmm.
not only the South Asian communities, they should get the advantage
Mm-hmm.
of this mobile app. We have like our technical experts, especially Nabil,
Mm-hmm.
who is like a Microsoft advisor, and he is actually guiding us and working on Sahara app. So
Mm-hmm.
he'll better answer you about
Yeah.
this question.
Okay, so now Bill, tell us about the technology because we know that we are in an AI world and everybody thinks that AI will change everything, but even the convert translations and then changing into the languages and app is like, in everyone's fingertips. So what is the main things that you are concentrating on this tool to be very friendly to this parents and to the children?
Great question. Our plan is to make sure that we bring the awareness using this
Mm-hmm.
application because nowadays everyone has a mobile and they can access any of the applications. And we want to make sure that this application has been assisted using AI,
Mm-hmm.
where any person would be able to interact with them
Yeah.
based on their own experiences
Mm.
rather than going through long PDF documents or websites.
Mm.
We want to make this application really easy for them,
Mm.
something that they can take action on,
Mhm.
something where that they can measure and step by step they can go through the process
Mm.
and they see the progress,
Yeah.
how it is going to change the life for those kids
Mhm.
who are going through this experience and
Yep.
also for the family.
Yeah. Okay.
So AI is going to play a major role in this.
Mhm.
Uh, it's going to be an assisted technology
Mhm.
and will keep on improving based on community's
The
feedback.
feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So is it available in all the platforms like Android and Apple?
Yes, the plan is that we are going to make it available on Android, Apple, and it is going to be available and on the web as well.
On the web. That's
Yeah.
very good. So it's really helping everyone in the current world, and I like the idea because there will be like millions of rows of contracts and then do's and don'ts if you go through any policies, and then you will help them to understand what exactly they are telling, and then what should be the things that we
No one
doing.
has the time these days.
Yeah.
And we understand that we all are going through a severe cognitive load these days. So
Mm.
we want to make it easy for those families who are
Yeah.
already going through a very uh, challenging experience.
Yeah. That's great. So, how do you feel about the support from the technology? Because I know that technology is also growing, and then they need to be agile and changing the technology according to the customer needs. So, how do you connect your customer experience and then changing the model? And then, how you, as a PhD student, bringing all knowledge into this program?
Yes, Bismi, I would like to answer that question in this way that Sahara app is not built for them, it
Mm-hmm.
is built with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Them means like South Asian immigrant families with
Mm-hmm.
autistic children. So with them means after interviewing different South Asian immigrant communities,
Mm-hmm.
and as I mentioned in the beginning that I am an educationist and a social worker.
Mm-hmm.
So I at that time realized when I was talking to different mothers how they were going through different emotional states, crying when they are unable to
Mm-hmm.
go through what is written in the report,
Mm-hmm.
what to do with their child, how to go for the support services, how to find those support services. So this app is designed according to their needs
Mm-hmm.
after coming to know them.
Yeah, okay.
So it is not like after going through the knowledge that is in the article, or like, because that is why like I mentioned that
Mm-hmm.
uh, we are focusing on the first hand experience
Mm.
no, of the South Asian, how, because we are interacting with them,
Mm.
we are talking to them, we are like, I am like close to them,
Mm.
so that they can share their emotions, feelings, their journey, their struggle, their challenging situations with me.
Mm.
So in that way I'll come to know different issues and the barriers,
Mhm.
and that is how I categorize their issues in three categories:
Mhm.
language barrier, cultural barrier, and stigma one.
Mm.
And that is how like we design it. Yes, the technology is helping us because we are living in a technological world. So how the technology is making our life easy, that's why like I thought that we should make or design an app that provides each and everything
Mhm.
at one place,
Yeah.
so they should not have to struggle.
Mhm.
And as Nabil mentioned, that nowadays no one has a time.
Mm.
So how to save your time, how to get knowledge, and knowledge in your own language so that you can understand.
Yeah.
Because most of the, after interviewing different South Asian communities, I came to know that it is difficult for them to go through the long and lengthy PDF
Mm.
documents,
Yeah.
so or the clinical brochures.
Clinical brochures. Yeah.
So they thought like this one, this app, if any like brochure is there on the app, it is also they can relate to
Mm.
that one. It's in their culture,
So
in their
can we
language.
ask questions to them? Like, I want to know more about this, that type of
Yes,
chatbots there.
yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. You will be
Mhm.
able to, so there will, the plan is to have a voice assistant there
Oh,
where you
Yes.
will be able to talk to them
mm-hmm.
and you will be able to communicate with them in different
In different
languages.
language. Okay.
And the thing is, well, it's an app, but
Mm.
in reality, it is a companion.
Companion,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, rather than understanding what is the technology or what are the paperworks, what are the tasks this app can give as a companion? Like, I'm thinking out loud about my child having cerebral palsy and high anxiety. So sometimes he need a
Mm.
big hug or say, I love you. And then sometimes we don't get that time. So
Mm.
what's your plan of giving that type of human touch or some companionship through the app?
So we have like
Mm.
for the, like the freemium model is like the free
Mm-hmm.
one, and then like there is the pro
Model?
tier, yeah, and after that like the plus one also.
Mm-hmm.
So in that one you can have different GPs, social workers
Mm.
available,
Okay.
support workers available,
Mm.
in your own language,
Uh-huh.
representing your own culture.
Around from not just from here, maybe from different places or
For the doctors, it is necessary that
some
they
the
should
approved people from
from
here.
like Australia, because according to
Yeah.
like the rules and the
Mm-hmm.
regulations, we have to follow that one.
Yeah.
But like for the community
Mm-hmm.
services,
Yeah.
and that is like we are open for that one
Okay.
right now, because it's like on volunteer basis they are providing their services.
Yeah.
But definitely we are approaching different organizations, the big one and
Mm-hmm.
the like the starter
India.
ones also,
Okay.
to engage them so that
Mm-hmm.
they can also provide their services. So in a I want to mention this thing, that we are not only like providing the services related to the knowledge, or to fill that information gap. We are actually providing them the community also over there.
Mm-hmm.
So like as you're saying that if we have no time and we need like some companion, or like
Mm-hmm.
to talk to someone,
Yeah.
it's not only like the child who is like on spectrum needs special time.
Mm.
The parents, the mothers who
Yeah.
are going through that thing,
That's true.
they
Yeah.
also need
So
someone
you are not just providing support to that child, but the whole family, along with you are creating a community for them. Yeah, that's I can connect to that, a single parenting community, because if you are a single mother, so you won't get connected with the family because you don't get equal topics or a similar thing. So sometimes they don't call you for any functions
yeah,
because you will be opting out. So what we usually do, we'll find out another single mother family because we will have some connections to talk. I think that's
yeah.
something similar that you're trying to
It is like
provide.
something in that way, so that like the parents, they should not feel in that way that they don't have that much time,
Mm,
or to make like circle and to talk to people, or to go to their house and then like they should communicate.
yeah,
So like they'll be provided like that information, that like warmth and
yeah,
that environment, that they
clearly.
can
Okay.
talk about their feelings
Mm-hmm.
and what they are feeling right now,
Yeah.
and how to overcome that issue which
Mm.
is disturbing them.
Mm. That's very good. And then can you tell me a little bit about your cohort that you already experienced or experimented with the tool? Any testimonies that they're coming with the tool or the plan that you are talking with them? Like anybody saying that, okay, this is I want, so can you add this, something like that? So you have that 87 plus people that already interviewed, right?
84,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. After like when I interviewed 84 people
Mm,
last year
mm-hmm,
for the CSIRO on Prime project,
mm-hmm,
at that time, that is how, that was like the on Prime one. At that time, I was only working on
mm-hmm.
the issue.
Yeah, the
Um,
concept as well.
South Asian immigrant communities with autistic children.
Mm-hmm,
After conducting those interviews and listening to their stories, I realized that they need a platform, one platform, that can cover these issues. So
Mm.
those issues were like, I gave the umbrella term: language barrier, cultural
Mm.
barrier,
Yeah.
stigma, or labeling. So if I talk about in detail, like if like there is a support worker available to your daughter who's on
Mm.
spectrum, but you don't want to go for like the male one, you only want to go for the female one.
Mm.
That is like again like
Yeah, category
yeah,
that you need to find
yeah,
out. Yeah.
cultural
Mm.
issues. And then like the language barrier,
Mm.
sometimes like information vacuum.
Mm.
Parents think that like after having the service for 3 or 4 months, there should be like a significant change in their child on spectrum,
Mm.
and if they can't see, it means that this service is not working,
Mm.
which is not a right way of thinking.
Yeah.
So to provide this information, so this is like how we came to
Okay.
know
Okay.
the issues. And we thought that like to build the confidence and rapport with the
Mm.
parents is more important, to
Mm.
provide them the knowledge,
Yeah.
that is more important.
That's great. So, when you think about Sahara, how do you feel like, oh, that's going to help these many people? Do you have a bit of like a futuristic account of, impacted families through your Sahara?
Yes, this is what I feel,
Yeah.
that I see, if I put it in this way, that where I see Sahara,
Mm.
I see mostly this is what I am talking about with my team members also,
Mm-hmm.
that it's not necessary that I'll be living, because like throughout, like nobody is, no, nothing is permanent in this world.
Yeah, yeah.
So this project will be such will give such a benefit to the people, will be of so much benefit to people, that it should not depend on one person.
Mm.
It should keep on moving and going and going and growing,
Mm.
because it is for the benefit of the people who are having some disability.
Yeah.
um, and we can bring some change, so it should not depend on one person.
Mm.
So that is why we are making, and we are trying to build our team, to grow our team. For that thing, honesty
Mm.
and dedication, passion is the most important thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't promise that I can like earn that much money from this project. No,
Mm.
right now I am like saying that no to that thing. Yes,
Mm.
we are looking for the angel investors for that one.
Mm.
If we'll be able to get that one, that is like nothing like that,
Mm.
extremely wonderful. But yes, if I talk about my future plans, yes, I had like a plan that to make a society
Mm.
where we'll invest our own money, like those who volunteer, and they can like make a society over there, like it will be like a autism friendly society.
Mm.
um, and the people, they should like have some benefit from the government, that it should not be
Mm.
like a text in that way. So from that point of view, I'm talking that there are like different plans, but
Mm.
it is not depending on one person.
Yeah, I can see that you have a very wide way of thinking and bringing that into one umbrella. I wish you all the very best. I know that the time is really crucial here, but I wish you all the very best for your Sahara and with your technical side and your other team members and all the people around, CSRO and the Federation Uni and the people who are helping you from the community to find out their own challenges and then bringing back into this one umbrella. So I wish you all the very best for your Sahara. And then my audience, if you are listening to us and if you think that this can be useful to anybody that you know in your community, please connect to Saleha. I always change her name in different ways, but I will be putting the contact details right after this video. And if you need to know more about this project and then how you can invest or help through that financial support or maybe through some sharing this knowledge to other people, that will be really useful. So thank you so much for driving from the other side on this Friday afternoon to our studio, and thank you so much and all the very best for your future project. Thank you so much again.
Thank
No,
you
my
so much.
pleasure. Thank you so much,
Thank
Bismi,
you.
for giving us a chance to
Thank you.
speak about this project.
So our studio is actually ticking the 6 o'clock now. Kumar is ready for the Tamil program, and that's Vanisai program will go up to 8 o'clock. I will come back again next Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. on my show called Dominus Nissi. This is your host, Bismi Palati on 88.9 FM. Take care and God bless. Thank you.